and then totally wasted. So
I'm totally wasted.
I'm sure you are, buddy.
I'm chocolate wasted.
I'm sober. I can see Drew Spears doing the. No, that was less than good.
Sorry,
I think
the
that's
ceiling tile.
10 seconds. We should be okay.
Excellent.
What's going on, guys? What is going on? Hey, Garrett, what the fuck is going on with you, bro?
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm turned on, but I'm curious.
You will have to find out tomorrow at noon.
Ooh, spoilers.
What's tomorrow at noon?
No,
Where
teaser.
am I tuning in? Like, is it on your OnlyFans or like what's going on?
Hope so.
No, the only fans I perform on is Tots. The Triple M, I'm right on our Triple M tomorrow at noon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Will we be sharing a link on our Facebook page?
What is it going to be on at?
What?
Like, what is going to be the name?
It was totally rehearsed.
Well, as everyone knows, we started Movie Madness Spotlight. However,
yeah, we started last week.
Yes. However, Big Daddy Stones and I were talking, and then some ideas came about, and some changes were made.
Oh, and what changes were those?
You'll have to tune in tomorrow.
Okay. So everybody, tomorrow at noon, apparently, tune into our YouTube channel. It's gonna be on our YouTube channel, right?
Yes, it is. Triple M.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you'll find out why Garrett looks like a dollar store Hugh Hefner.
To you.
All right. All right. So Wrestle Fandom Radio with Big Daddy Stones, Total Drew of the Heart, Elmer Bud, and Mr. Mastermind chilling out there. So guys, we haven't had much going on leading up to this week, but this weekend is going to be what, Garrett?
The King and Queen of the Ring.
And what do you got any updates about what's going on with that for us?
I do. So on last Friday, we had Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes, and Randy Orton won by 10. Moving on, and then LA Knight versus Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga won also by 10, which means this Friday we're going to have Randy versus Tama. Any predictions, gentlemen?
The three deadliest letters in WWE.
Yeah.
R-K-O.
I don't see how it couldn't be.
I mean, Bloodline will try to interfere.
They try. Maybe he'll then get help as well. But then this. So yesterday we had Gunther versus Jay, and I know we were all pushing for Jay, but unfortunately, it's Gunther by submission, and I had this deep-seated feeling that he's the one that they're going to push. And if it's Randy versus Gunther, I honestly think they're still going to push Gunther. I think he'll go through.
Yep, I agree with that.
Do I think Randy should have the King of the Ring? Absolutely. But I don't think that that's what they're going to do.
But I feel like it's the only thing Randy hasn't accomplished.
I agree. And that's why I want him to have it.
To me, it would only make sense because I think they want you to think Tonga is going to get it the way they've been pushing him. Drew, what are you doing over there?
Trying to readjust something so I can see chats, if there's chats.
Good call.
But I think it's like the only thing Randy, literally, like he's won Rumbles, he's won all the belts.
Yeah.
This is the one thing he hasn't accomplished, and it would it make him the most accomplished WWE superstar ever?
I'm not
Yeah.
Sure.
Pretty damn close.
How many times is he a Grand Slam champion?
Well, I don't. He's hit the
like that. Like
he's hit the championship like what 13, 14 times.
14 times.
He's had 14 times.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll look up right now.
Yeah, he's got like somewhere like between 4 or 6 tag championships. He's had both mid-card titles, I think.
Right.
So
many times has Randy Orton
to go over the women's.
Go ahead.
Last week we had Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill, and Nia won because Jade was DQ'd. DQ'd herself. And then we had Bianca Belair pin Tiffany Stratton. So, we get robbed of the two wrestling each other, and we're going to have Bianca versus Nia this Friday. And then, surprisingly, Io was defeated by Linda Valkyria, so she'll move on.
I'm digging Valkyria.
Who?
Valkyria. I'm like,
yeah.
I think she's going to.
I think it's they're going to end up going with Nia all the way through this. I think they got to stop denying her because
I see you denying her.
So that's my prediction on that. I mean, right now I think Bianca's got enough going on. It doesn't need to be her.
Yeah.
Nia not only needs but deserves something. So, and then because there's no way that Nia gets to the final and loses to Lyra Valkyria. I'm sorry. I like her. She's good, but she's gonna beat Nia Jax.
It's not her time. It's not her time yet.
Not her time. I'm surprised she even got this far. I still think it should have been Io. Whoever else, even if Io's not going to win, she should have at least been in the last. But
nice surprise.
Do you have the update on Randy there, Joe?
So it doesn't tell me. So I just found a list of the 10 things Randy Orton has never accomplished in WWE.
It's actually better.
So I'll go through this list for everybody. So number 10, he's never won a chairs match. I didn't know that.
Kind of a stretch, but okay.
Yeah.
He never won a Punjabi prison match.
All right, I see where this list is going. Got it.
Okay. He's never won the ECW championship.
He was around during that time frame, so that
He
was
was.
so far out of the 3 checks out.
He's never won an I Quit match.
No shit.
Yep. He's never
was
become
interesting.
King of the Ring.
There we go. Has he won Money in the Bank?
Huh?
Has he won a Money in the Bank?
I don't know. I haven't made it that far down the list yet. He failed to beat Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
He never won the Universal Championship.
God, it sucked.
He never won an Iron Man match. He never had a 5-star match according to Dave Meltzer.
That's awesome. I love that one.
And number 1, which thinking back, it's right, but I never realized it. He failed to win a WrestleMania main event. So out of all those, the only thing he hasn't won is the King of the Ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he must have won Money in the Bank. So I'm going to stick by Viper on winning the whole thing.
I'd love Randy Orton to win it. I think he deserves it. I think it should just be him, period.
Yeah, but I think Gunther winning makes him even more. I I'm going with Gunther still, but
Or they bring back the ECW championship, give it to Gunther, and Randy beats him and wins it. And then before they make it a 3-way event, bring back Hulk Hogan, and he beats them both. And it's a chairs match inside a Punjabi prison
for 1 hour.
And Dave Meltzer, he rates it 5 stars.
For 1 hour, like Drew said.
And it's also an Iron Man match mixed in with the stipulation that it's an I Quit match. And then he covers the 10 things he's never accomplished, and then he can be like, fuck y'all, I'm out.
And he's done.
But also, somehow during this match too, he wins the heavyweight title 3 times to become the most decorated champion of all time. Triple H,
You had me to that part.
Send me a text, pay me, I got you covered, bro. Forget Rock and Cody and Roman for WrestleMania this year because we're going to make it a WrestleMania main event. We're done. That's my prediction for this year's Mania.
Fantastic.
That's my prediction for this year's Mania. Let's buy our tickets now. We're going to Vegas, baby, to watch the greatest match that ever lived.
That's great. That would be a crazy ass match.
So, before we go on to Todd and his really secret stuff that he wants to talk about, let's have a little word from our sponsor.
Have you ever found yourself in the need for some screen printing? What about some vinyl work? Well, we have the spot for you. Seasonal Sports, 215 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, has all your needs. Go see Fred at Seasonal Sports.
Whoa.
It's a good thing you can't snap with that thing on.
Sure, all right.
But can I?
See it.
We met with that.
I opened that door, slam in my face. Good for you.
All right, Todd, what do you got for us, buddy?
I actually wrote stuff down because I knew I'd probably be not in the right state of mind.
Incapacitated.
Boy, was I right. What?
Are you flying?
Yes.
Like a firefly?
Yeah.
Like a little firefly in the air?
We will talk about the Wyatt 6, another QR code Monday, of course, Friday. I don't know what that one was, but yesterday's QR code took you to like this questionnaire thing. And like, I don't know if it was answering it itself or whatever. And it was just all these questions at the very end. It was, do you want to meet them? Clicked yes. And the response was just soon.
There should have been 2 answers, and they both should have been yes.
But Cole and McAfee addressed it because it happened right before a commercial break, and then they came back and they didn't really say anything. So I'm like, But then they did talk about it later and talked about the one from Friday was like a therapy session, and supposedly the therapist is missing. But again, just brief. Check out over here. Just brief, but still mentioned it, which just I don't know. I'm saying that Saturday, because this is also on WWE Shop. It's probably not going to focus, but it says men's black Cavebird 1 t-shirt, and it's just like a crow. It's all like staticky, and it says play, and I set them free. But that's on their site now. So I mean, if you're selling that shit, that like people
under which wrestler stuff is it?
I don't know. I just like clicked on a link in the article I was reading, and it just sent me there. If you can search, if you probably just searched whatever that fucking was. Hold on. Black Cavebird 1 t-shirt. If you can like search, I've never been on their site really, like their store site. And it even says special event item.
Joe has. Joe's an old pro.
Black K-Bird. Yeah, because they're connected to Fanatics, you earn money when you spend money. Dude, after Christmas time, come February, dude, I'm getting shirts for free because I've spent so much damn money. Black K-Bird, it's not showing up.
Maybe you need a special link.
Yeah, and I don't even remember where. Oh, I think it was like Ringside News that had the link, I found them online. So yeah, that's what I feel that they will be showing up Saturday. I mean, it's just if they keep dragging.
For Blackbird, it's all like Bloodline stuff and CM Punk. Oh, that's a sweet Eat shirt, guys.
CM Punk, I heard he's the best in the world.
It's true.
I like that shirt. But I'll continue searching as time goes on.
Yes. So yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think they're going to show up Saturday?
I hope
I feel like they have to. I feel like they have to.
You can't drag it out. It can't be like we were talking last week. It was too long.
Yeah.
Plus, with Randy Orton being there, and he's being the sole in that King of the Ring match. I don't know. I don't know who else they would target besides Randy Orton. That's just fresh in my mind for some reason.
That's yeah. Especially if
And that could be a way. That could be how he loses it.
Yeah, that's a legit way. And I mean, Randy's a company man at this point, so I feel like almost anything they ask him to do, he's like, all right, I'll do it.
And I feel like he's been having so much fun the last few years. Like,
right.
All the stuff with Riddle, like, he's just, he kind of got over his ego, I think. And he's having fun with being who he is. He doesn't have to do the full year now. Is that a techno?
I wouldn't say the ego thing. That's like professional wrestling, right? But I do feel like he's having fun.
Yes,
it's a technodrome, Todd?
It is a technodrome. And then the sewer play set right next to it.
That's wonderful.
All right. Couple of things. I give much credit to Maxine Dupree because her acting with all this has been amazing. Just the look on her face when all this shit with Chad Gable's going on, like she genuinely looks like scared and like reserved and like holy shit, like this dude's fucking gone off the deep end, like I give her. I mean, I don't take anything away from her as a wrestler, but like her acting is fucking top notch. Like she is very believable. Some people can't do it.
She's top notch in general.
What's that?
Oh, she's top notch in general.
And then this I saw the other day and just thought it was funny because it's been like over a year, I think. And there was a picture of, so this was recent when Sammy won the Intercontinental Championship and Becky won, whatever. It's a picture of both of them. And this person, famous person, writes, remember when wrestlers used to shave and get tans? Sammy certainly doesn't. And then, I hate you as much as you hate going to the gym.
Oh, I did see this.
And then I didn't get enough time to get all my insults in, so I'll get them in here. Hey, everybody, Sammy's a vegan. Just in case you didn't think he was, already annoying enough. So I think Joe might know. So Drew
I don't know who this
or Garrett, do you know who's saying this shit?
I do.
Who?
Johnny Knoxville.
Yes. And it is fantastic that it's just been nothing. And then all of a sudden, and there's more, like, and it's fucking hilarious. I give you the shirt off my back so I don't have to see all the hair on your back. Like, it's just, it amused the shit out of me that it just, like, went that, like, up to that match, and then it was over. And it wasn't like, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Knoxville just comes back and just starts fucking nailing him with shit for just no reason, like just being Johnny Knoxville. And that to me is just fucking awesome.
Like that match, and I know me and Garrett talked about it years ago when it happened, was so ridiculous it was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I think people didn't expect Johnny to do a lot of the shit that he did. I mean, he wasn't like, jumping off of ladders in the ring through tape, but he was doing some shit that a dude at that age, after what he's done most of his life, should not really probably be doing. There was some moves and stuff that's like, dude, like I am impressed that you are, I think, in his 50s, early 50s now. You put yourself through hell for 25, easily 30 of those years, and you're still getting in a wrestling ring.
Dude, like, I don't know if you guys watched the last Jackass movie, but like I don't know how this dude's alive, how any of them really are alive.
He's 53.
And he also, when he did his genealogy thing, he found out he's pretty inbred.
Maybe that's why keep going. Maybe that's why he's so durable.
Literally, like, he found out that his not too distant ancestors were like brother and sister or something along those lines.
Excellent.
So that's my shit.
Maury Povich. Get Maury Povich on the phone. Jesus.
All right. Drusuf, what do you got for us, big guy?
Cody Rhodes mentioned something about maybe he needs to bring on a big-time manager. Who do you guys speculate that be? Anybody at all? And then that leads me to my next question. Who would supersede Paulie Dangerously? Because right now he's the top guy, like manager.
But he's not going to be leaving the bloodline. Like
Oh no!
No.
I'm not getting at that. I just mean like who is the potential? I don't know who's going to take the mantle when he's gone. Who's going to be the manager? Will there be managers?
Ooh.
Because I don't really feel like there's a whole lot, honestly.
See, Paul Heyman falls in a weird category because he's been around so long and has had so many different roles in the business besides actually being a performer.
Right.
You really don't see that too much anymore. Like you saw it with Paul Bearer.
No.
And so essentially, unless your name's Paul, you can't really do it.
Right.
Well, you had like Jimmy Hart, you had Brother Love, like Bruce Pritchard's not coming out from the back anymore to do anything. Like, I don't know. Honestly, it'd have to be a former talent if you ask me. I just don't know who would fit that role good for him.
Man, if we're gonna go that route, the only I could really see, and nobody likes this guy anymore, but it'd be Enzo Amore. I think he could be a great manager. He would be a good mouthpiece. He would need to be reeled in a little bit, but I think he could be a great mouthpiece for somebody. Just
because he's small, he's
mouthy.
Yeah. He endorses the show.
Sure he does. Can't even get the name right.
Hey, Wrestle in the Fandom of the radio.
No, but I do like him. That's like one of the only guys I could really think of talent-wise that would be able to do it. I think everyone else, I don't know. There might be an unknown. I'm just not sure yet.
I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm not gonna pay attention to the lower right-hand corner of my screen. Punk.
Punk would be great if he'd want to do it.
But he's still too much. He's still in-ring talent. He's not.
Yeah.
Except every match he has, he gets hurt.
I've been saying that for almost a year now, but he's still back and wrestles.
But
so
I just thought of something. Shane O'Mac.
Perfect.
It would be good.
I love Shane O'Mac.
As long as he just doesn't do stupid jumping shit.
No. Literally just comes in. Here comes the money. And he's not wrestling.
Who would be the perfect person to position Cody against the like mainstream like Triple H and everything, and he's been
Yeah.
gone. Because if you want to keep Cody the face, what better way to do than bring in the McMahon who's not part of the business anymore?
Yeah, Stephanie came back.
Right, but Stephanie
Yeah.
will always. She'll
Oh,
never
I
go
know,
against-
but it's like it shows like
Oh yeah,
you know when she was like fuck this, I'm out. You know, like hey,
Yeah.
whatever, blah blah blah. And now it's like she was been on whatever WrestleMania, then she was on fucking the
And if she ever wants to come on Wrestle Fandom, hit me up, Steph. But Shane O'Mac would be my choice and my pick. We're saying
it makes
there are
sense.
a couple other people who I think could go into those roles. Like I think Stone Cold would be an awesome manager if he's with the right person.
Yeah.
Same with Mick Foley. Put them with the right person, and like even like if you put Foley with what's the other Judgment Day, the cheap Judgment Day,
Oh,
Final Testament. Final Testament.
yeah. Cheap Judgment Day. Wish
Like,
version of Judgment Day.
You have Mankind come out, or even Cactus Jack, and kind of like be because like they need something to put them over the next level. And like with that being said, I think will lead us into our next topic, Garrett, with this horrible fucking booking shit.
Right.
Unless anybody else has picks for the manager stuff.
No.
My only thing to just answer for how he asked the questions to really answer them together is I feel like the manager, like having a manager the way Paul does it, has been gone for a while, and he brought it back and perfected it. And because he did that, I don't think anyone else is going to be able to top it. So I don't have anybody in mind myself. I like other choices.
Right.
I don't know. I can't even imagine somebody who could come in and even be on the same level as Paul.
Nobody would do that.
I think he quite possibly might be the greatest to do it. So,
There's a reason he's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like,
so I don't see. I mean, Cody's doing all right by himself. I don't know if he even needs it.
right.
Who would be a good manager for him? Maybe his brother. You know, like that'd be a good one to come back. He's done wrestling. Like he's finally done wrestling because he's got to be done soon. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
I can be his manager. The roads on the road together. That's I like it. It doesn't have to compare, but it's cool because they'd be together.
Yeah.
You know?
And they did that in AEW though, and it didn't. It just like as much as I love Dustin and like growing up, like the Goldust character, I think really kind of had all our imaginations and everything. But could you really bring him back as Dustin Rhodes? Like he was always Goldust, and to bring him back as somebody else like that, I don't know, and I don't know if I feel like Cody's better on the mic than him too.
Yeah.
And he might be, but imagine your older brother coming back and literally just hyping you essentially. Like what you think you're gonna beat the perfect Rhodes? Like it's like you're gonna beat this. Like you're not gonna beat my brother. Just and even if they keep it like half. I don't know, but.
My only two, just to go,
I could think of. But
just to go back to the suspending my belief, if I can believe that Kane was once a former dentist and then he was Kane, I can believe that Goldust is just Dustin Rhodes. So
no, it hits me too much like bloodline-esque, like doing the family thing has always been.
I can see that,
and I just feel like
there's more than one royal family in wrestling.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at too. That's yeah.
So Garrett, let's talk about some current bookings that are, as Vince would say it, shit.
Well, it was, so I've been watching a lot of older wrestling stuff. They go back. My younger one's been watching a lot of the older Royal Rumbles, and like the 2020 Rumble and everything. And I just kept seeing person after person where I was like, this person was so unbelievably on fire right here. What happened? And it's the same thing that you're seeing. I mean, I don't want to say we're seeing a lot, like not a lot of it right now. Maybe Final Testament might be the only thing in that category right now. Because I also distinguish between underutilized and shit booking. And who did we lose? Who is just lost just completely to the fray? Shit booking. People like Cesaro was just terribly booked by WWE. But I think maybe the worst of all time, Keith Lee. Keith Lee was perfect. Keith Lee was absolutely everything and was supposed to come to the roster, wanted to rename him the Bearcat, shit booking, and he was gone.
Yep.
You were saying, Joe?
Like he's definitely like I would say the worst that came to bite WWE in the ass, but ended up working for him would be Cody. The whole Stardust thing was the worst thing ever. And then he proved to Vince that the fucking gimmick he wanted to give him works, and then then he came back years later after starting the competition for WWE with that same thing, but now he owns the trademark to that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, talent-wise, absolutely, like Keith Lee was buried, but I think Cody was the biggest fuck up because they end up getting it back.
Yeah,
but they could have had him 5 years before.
What was Vince's thing against tradition, for family, to be able to continue on? Because he's doing the same thing with Braun. Did the same thing with Braun Breaker. It's just why are you doing this?
Because to him, there's only one family. There's only one royal family of the WWE.
It's a good point. But I don't know. What was that?
A big thing is with Vince and his ego was if it wasn't in their plan, it doesn't go over. So
the plan didn't change from week to week because we all know that happened. So he could change his mind and be like, "Sorry, this isn't happening anymore." Like what?
Yep.
I would read that a lot actually. I'd read a ton that Monday, Raw, last minute changes at Raw, in the last hour got completely changed from what it was supposed to be at, this morning. So Vince used to do a lot of that shit, right before the show would go on, just fucking tanking ideas.
And I feel like it was all ego. Like his ego got in the way of all that shit.
Yeah.
So who's underutilized right now, Garrett?
Well, up until for the whole conspiracy theory era, I feel like when they had nothing to do with Sami Zayn. He was underutilized until they brought him into the bloodline, and then he kind of then rode that out to now getting back to winning the IC title. Pretty much everyone in Final Testament, like we just spoke about, is definitely underutilized. But I think also the other two biggest people that really come to my mind are Montez Ford and Chad Gable. I can't believe Chad already hasn't had the IC title around his waist, and I'm really surprised that Montez they haven't given him the chance to break out on his own. He can just go, just ridiculous. I know that they kept on trying to, keep throwing little bones here and there to LA Knight because he's still on fire. But if they don't give him the U.S. title by SummerSlam, I'm just gonna start getting really because he's created his own space there and everything. But technically, they're also still underutilizing him because he should absolutely be taking this belt from Logan Paul at SummerSlam 100%. At SmackDown, they had that first interaction. That was it. I'm like, here we go. This is it. We're gonna get it.
Go ahead, Todd.
Chad Gable, going back to that, I think you're going to see him used a lot more now. I think, like, they're going hard with him in this fucking, like, asshole persona. Like, hard. And we all know that, you know, at least 2 to 3 of them are going to fucking, you know, just be like, hey, you know what, I'm done, fuck off, and, you know, stroll away.
Right.
But, you know, what better if you want, you know, a heel, somebody who's been this good guy and shoosh and all that horse shit. What better than to fucking have him take a title off of somebody, you know, that people fucking love. And then you just really fucking hate the dude, you know, because they are accomplishing that very well. Like, he is being an asshole to 3 people that people really like and really enjoy and whatever. And they're, you know, the audience is, you know, getting with that whole, like, now screw you. I put it in the chat last night. He got Kurt Angled. He got the "you suck" during his fucking music. So I think they are going to, now I don't disagree. Up until this point, it's been just kind of random matches and, you know, him and Otis, you know, whatever.
I think Garrett just muted Todd.
No, I didn't mean to.
You did. Hang on.
Am I back?
Whoops.
There you go. Sorry about that. I was trying to find some.
But yeah, so that's just my prediction is that he's going to steal a title off of somebody, and then he's just going to have all the hate in the world, and they'll accomplish their goal.
I always felt that Gable was like, he should have been the son in that storyline, not Jason Jordan.
Yes, fact, 1,000%. But I think, who's Gable talking to last night? I can't. For some reason, all I can think of is Alpha Academy, but he's Alpha Academy, and I can't think of the tag. Talk to. Is that Diamond Mine?
Possibly.
Because it looks like he's gonna kind of replace some people in his faction, maybe, or maybe he gets with those guys and betrays them, or maybe Otis comes with them. I don't know, but I feel like there's something else going there. I feel like they really want a wrestling, like a collegiate wrestling stable, and there was talks for a while that, you know, like Shelton Benjamin and Brock Lesnar and all sorts of were tied into this faction that they were working on that never came to fruition. But I feel like they're gonna try and force it in there. And I think I saw a sign that said Perk Gable.
I did see that.
Okay, yeah. That was hilarious too. So yeah, they're definitely like, giving them the Kurt Angle treatment.
And like it can work, but you got to give him something to be fighting for. Like, they made Kurt a champion like several times over. Like, they put him in that main event. The person who I believe they botched the booking and now is being underutilized is the monster among men, guys. Braun Strowman got the shaft. And like, who knows? He might show up Saturday as part of the Uncle Howdy faction, but he has positioned himself to be a main eventer, and they've dropped the ball with it, and it's sad because the dude, he has the charisma. Like, when he came out with that giant fucking whatever the hell, the giant bass thing.
Oh yeah. Like, that was priceless.
He can do comedy. He can do the seriousness. Like, they hyped him up like flipping ambulances. Go ahead, Drew.
He's still a champion, right? Doesn't he have what is that stupid thing he won in Saudi Arabia? He's still a champ. I'd be rocking that belt.
It was the Ultimate King of the Ring thing, wasn't it?
No, the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes, Greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Has he even been on since whenever it was that he was on, like 2
It
weeks
was
ago,
the
whenever
week
the fucking
It was the week the Chiefs were there, and like he had like a spat with like Patty Mahomes on the side.
yeah, was that the fuck? I can't think of the goddamn name of the fucking thing they did. Oh my god, marijuana.
Wrestling?
No,
They did that wrestling thing in the squared circle
the
area.
stupid trading shit. I can't. Why is this word not coming to me? Where they assign people to Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, the draft?
Oh, the
Thank
draft.
Holy shit!
Ooh, that must
But
be
yeah, I
some
think that was when he was
good
on.
guys.
Was during the draft, like that Monday night, like. And I don't think he's been on since then.
That was the last. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the last time he's been on TV that I've seen.
That was what, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now?
That was like a
Ryan
month ago.
Thompson says, "What's up?"
What's up, Stomper?
Yo, what up?
Oh, what up, Stomper?
Joe,
Yeah.
I definitely agree because especially how many matches did he get with Brock in a row for that title? And it was just like constant shaft. Just take it.
I mean, this
Oh,
is
that
the
was,
same
Swedish
guy they
Shortcut.
had. This is the same guy that had suplex off the Big Show off the top rope and decimate the ring. This is the same guy you had pick up an ambulance with Roman Reigns in it and flip it over. And now he's what?
A big dude.
Like, unless he's part of the Wyatt faction, we're
Is
fucking him again.
big.
They're right in the kisser.
Or he could be the first that's going against
I'm kissing
the
people all
Wyatt
wrong,
faction.
apparently.
But
Is he-
I personally think that they're going to be going after Orton.
I think it's too, but you never know. It might just be a weird, who knows? It's been nice to actually say who knows and not in a bad way. Like with
Right.
Vince, like, who
I'm
fucking
enjoying
knows?
it.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's nice to be like surprised again.
Yeah,
By
enjoy the
things
ride
being
now.
like, yeah, but you like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's going this way,
Yeah.
and it like 180s completely, and you're like, oh damn, no, it
And
went that way.
It makes me love wrestling again.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's what I always
Facts.
hated about the Rumble was more recently this person a number and it's like, dude, like the fun part about it was you didn't know who's coming in, and especially like the ones that would just do that one-off return, like the Godfather did that one time and was out of the, like
Right.
just those ones, they ruined the surprise of the Rumble. I mean, this past year it wasn't as bad, but you still had some ideas. But it just kind of like Vince tanked that shit because he wanted ratings, he wanted people to watch. It's like people tune in because they want to see if they missed something that was like, oh my God, I fucking missed that last week. I don't want to miss it this week. Like it's all about whatever. It's not about like, yeah, let's tell everybody what's going to happen so they watch. If they're loyal fans, they're going to tune in.
That's WCW tech right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in 2025, like fully under Triple H. Let's see what happens. I think it's gonna be probably the best Rumble coming.
Oh yeah.
Well, with that being said, guys, Mondays, tune in and watch the Todd and Joe Morning Show. Every Monday, launches at 7 a.m. Start your week off the right way.
Should we tell them what next
Tuesdays.
week's episode's going to be?
We're not telling them shit.
Okay.
They don't deserve it.
Not a damn thing, Todd.
Okay. Damn.
Don't be a Vince.
Damn. See, this is what he does when we're not on camera.
You shut up. I'm talking right now.
You don't have to take that, Elmer Bud.
Yeah. I'm trying to stand up to you. Yeah.
You sit down right now, boy.
Okay.
Don't tell him to stand up. He's not wearing pants.
True.
Tuesdays, catch us live here. You can always go back and catch us on the YouTube channel. These will go into a little live tab. And while you're over there, click the like, the subscribe button, share it out. Wednesdays, we have Movie Madness Presents Spotlight. We have what, Garrett?
Masterpiece Movie Theater.
Mr. Mastermind himself there. Thursdays, I do a little bit of the comic book news stuff like that. You know what, Stopper? I'll be mean to Todd if he's being a jerk.
Like being a
Frank
jerk.
wants you to beat up everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll do what I want. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate your support. And then we're launching shit all during the week. Drew, when he frees up more time, he's gonna have a nice little wrestling segment for us.
I'm working on a
couple
comic book.
ideas.
Sorry.
You know what? You're gonna be like Todd on my list. And before we sign off, I got my mom to watch Iron Claw.
Nice.
Oh, dude, we need to talk about Iron Claw. I have thoughts.
Iron Claw, it's gonna be its own episode. We'll
Okay.
figure it out. Maybe we'll record it before
You're
we
not
do
gonna
this
like what
next
I have
week.
to say.
I actually like the fact I won't like what you have to say.
Perfect.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, follow us on YouTube, like, subscribe, share. And if you don't like our shit, somebody you know will.
It's true.
And-
And it'd be sad that you don't, but whatever.
Garrett, you look good with something in your mouth.
No.
Ew. Hit the chord.
Oh, God, my face.